One more note, one more breath, one more go is all I get this time around. One more night to sing a song, see the light, dance along an empty floor I've come to know quite well. I've been lost underneath its spell, just for now, bid to you farewell.
The ice cream is still frozen. Okay. Give it a few minutes. Sorry, it's only half.
너
어리랜
哎，去指我，去指我。
原坂スタッフ。 そうなってんのか。
누구 있다?
Are we just smaller versions of a bigger home? Are you the rivers in your veins and mine? we just jagged lines across a buried sea? Are the shapes inside a sunday the same as the arms of truth and saying we're shelf what we used to be? Maybe we're smaller. Are we just smaller? And I get lost in finding comfort this time. Fractals all around in hopes that I've found us. There's beauty in these broken spoons. Now I know there is nothing to be feared. Oh, can we exist unfeared? Are we just clouds up in the northern hemisphere, taking up dreams that I've slept for, that you've always feared? And you'll get mad at the world for spinning round and round, looking for a safe and sound. You got me shaking, yeah, I feel the fever going on. Oh, you know you're all I want. Keep saying that I hate it, but it's kind of fun. Watching me come undone. No more games. Can't we just say it's same instead of running away, jumping the gun? Play it safe. Let's spend the weekend here in this bed. We can sleep in and let the feelings overflow. Useless trying to fight this. Let's just give in and let the feelings overflow. I tried to shake it, find a way to get you off my mind. Really tried to draw that line. One look from you, I'm praying I could call you mine. Baby, you got my hands tied. No more games. Can't we just say it's lame instead of running away and jumping the gun to play it safe? Oh, let's
miss you mostly all the time. I think I made a big mistake to let you go, 'cause I'm getting lonely by the day. And days are passing faster ever since you've gone away. I miss you mostly all the time. So many things have changed around since you have changed your mind, wondering who you're with today. And if you're thinking about me ever since you've gone away. So now I've gotta toughen up. I whispered to the mirror, remember how it felt before. I never wanted to get in, I never wanted it until you shut the door. I miss you mostly all the time. I think I made a big mistake to let you go, 'cause I'm getting lonely.
Didn't think it'd go this fast. Why to this house we thought would always last. And this is where Dad's garden grows. Summer haze, buried in place, and late night tiptoe.